Roots Wadada, Roots Lion and Lioness. Tonight, we are going to be promoting our upcoming Sunday showcase number 8 with producer, instrumentalist, sound architect, sound designer, man named Fire Cole out of Guadeloupe, original Bobo man. And if we are lucky and if the line communication on the telephone is clear and crisp, we might be fortunate to give him a ring. And Fire Cole himself, with I along, going to be promoting and pushing this upcoming October 14 at 1 p.m. New York time showcase session. One that is not to be missed if you are available. Tell your friend to tell their friend who there will tell the friends of the friends and all the family and so forth. To be tuning in on Facebook, YouTube. A video session, showcase number 8. Reintroducing actually Fire Cole. Fire Cole is such a good brother, a good friend, a good warrior, a good Rastaman, a good Bobo, that we have to re-invite him, not only for him to display his musical extraordinaire skills and ability and production, but also for him to tell us about his journey, his project, tagging along Chop Chop Production. As we also know, the one and only Empress Isis I, no, just like family business reunion. So I keep telling you, I keep saying it, check on the Fasimba page, on the Chop Chop page, on Isis I page, Instagram, Fire Cole, Fasimba Narada. We've been pushing this upcoming session number 8. So as you know, after 8 showcase, you know how we get, you know how the vibes get sizzling, you know how to run it, to conduct it. So we are urging you to tag along, considering time zone, because we want Africa to be tuning in, we want Europe to be tuning in, we want South America to be tuning in, Central America to be tuning in, North America to be tuning in, East, West Coast, North, South, Canada. And we're not just dropping up place and location. We do know that some of our good listeners, friends, brothers are out there, and if they are available, for sure they'll be tuning in. Remember, we're in 21st century, different style, different link, different connection, different ability. So tell your friend to tell a friend so they all can tell a friend. That's showcase number 8. Fire music. You hear them kind of style? Hear them a chant. Hear it when we chant. Don't you know we know how to chant Rastafari song? We chant for liberation. Hear we when we chant the African style. Hear we when we chant the liberation style. Hear we when we chant the Bobo Man style. Hear we when we chant the Rastaman way. We wanna go to Africa, yeah. It's been too long. Cause we sitting on the sideline. That's why we chant for return. So hear we when we chant repatriation. Hear we when we chant for reparation. Hear we when we chant the African way. The Bobo them are happy and the Rasta am a joy. Say we chanting. We just vibing. Don't worry yourself. So in a little few, we're going to pass the ring to Fire Cole. Hope the line is clean and crisp and we'll get through. and we get to vibes with the brother, so we can promote this upcoming session number 8 showcase. So until then, just vibe it up with I and I. Original style, here come combination number 4. Yes. Fire. Fire Cole.
Blessed love and honorable.
Greetings. So we are very, very fortunate. The line is clear. On the line, Fire Cole out of Guadeloupe, correct? Okay, let I just regulate, equalize this volume. Yes, Fire. Good having you with us.
Give thanks.
Give thanks to you. So we're just going to let you introduce yourself and about this upcoming session.
Okay, no problem. Well, I go by the name of Fire Cole, Fire Cole Beat. The name of more or less my pages to find on music.
Yeah. Fire Cole, can you speak louder? So I believe that the clarity will be so much better welcome for those listening.
All right, no problem.
Thank you. That's now? Good. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Okay, good. So go forward.
Yeah, so I was saying now, I go by the name of Fire Cole in the music, in the music industry, in the music production business. So yeah, others know me as Rodrigue, those who went to school and who know me personally. And yeah, more than that, that's it on my.
Give thanks. So what are we expecting from you on showcase number 8?
Well, showcase number 8 is going to be more or less like the journey through music of my encounter to dub reggae roots and all that's around Rastafari music,
Yeah, I can't wait.
So I will be sending some tracks like that from when I started producing until now. It'll be a little bit of everything,
Beautiful. So the show start at 1 p.m. Baltimore time. What time would it be over there in Guadeloupe, in France, and all that?
Guadeloupe is going to be around the same time approximately, and then over France is going to be more at 7, I think.
7,
yeah.
Yes.
6 hours different. So
yeah.
It's going to be more at 7 o'clock for those who are living in France,
True. So it's going to be 6 p.m. in England. It's going to be 8 p.m. for Senegal, Mali, Guinea, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire. And very likely it's going to be 9 for Zimbabwe. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. No problem. Concerning the dates and the hours in the motherland, I owe it to you, so it's going to be correct.
We can't wait. We want the motherland to tune in. We want Africa, Caribbean, the Turtle Island, because yesterday was Indigenous Day, so it was very important for the land to be celebrated accordingly, and we salute again, big time, this Indigenous Day, because there's a lot of history in it. We're not going to dwell on it right now, but from where you're located, that used to be their land, or it's still their land, right? Do you have indigenous in Martinique, or it's mostly African and European now?
Well,
or Guadeloupe?
African, European, but we're in Guadeloupe, and well, we can talk a debate on that story on Sunday, but the indigenous people of this land here was first called the Arawak.
The Arawak,
Indians,
yeah.
Yeah, and they had some certain tribes was called the
Taino.
Also,
Yes.
And they were coming from South America. They used to come from South America, pass through the Caribbean, and go up to the north. So
yes. So they walk where there was the land and where was the water. Only the most adventurous and the lucky ones managed to get from island and over
Exactly,
century just
exactly,
settle. It is a long, long, long migration, right? Through centuries and
exactly.
century. It was not done in
Centuries,
2 years,
exactly.
right? Huh?
Nah, no, no, no. Don't believe what the European told you. It's not that.
No, it was a long, long, was
It was
thousand
long,
and
yeah.
thousand. Goodness. Yeah, history is something very interesting. So, in your music, do you project this kind of vibes of history and knowledge and the quest of knowing of the quest of knowledge and information? Do you trust that a lot in your music, in your creation?
Well, in the creation, you can find more or less all that inspires me, and like where people that have different nationalities around, we're inspired by a lot of different cultures. But you gotta keep it real that it's always rooted when you hear a sound of a drum or a sound of an ancient instrument that came from back then. So when you got that flavor always into your music, it opens different doors. Well, like speaking for those who feel music on that level.
Yeah, the layers of connection and the spiritual plane,
Exactly,
the various
exactly.
layers. Yeah. Wow. So you speak English, but I detect another. You speak Spanish?
Speak un poquito Spanish for all my hermanos in Mexico, España, like, like come on,
Oh,
everybody. I speak un poquito español, no problema.
oh my God, big time. You speak French?
Bien sûr, ben ça, attends, français, c'est, ouais, ça c'est la langue maternelle,
Rasta,
c'est normal.
Rasta speak all these language. Rasta, big time. So
You, you
let's
got
see
to,
about this
you
French
got
thing.
to.
Hein? Donc, toi, ton français là, tu le parles bien ou bien c'est comme moi où j'ai perdu tout mon français là?
Ah, mais après, c'est des années de pratique, hein. Quand tu pratiques, eh ben, c'est comme tout, c'est comme la musique, ça reste, tu vois.
Ah bon? Donc,
Et puis
c'est pour
moi,
ça, j'ai l'air un peu bancal quand je parle, mais je parle le français extrêmement correctement. Seulement, il y a au
mais
moins
t'inquiète
30
pas.
ans que j'ai débranché cette francophonie là qui m'a poursuivi, qui m'a modelé, qui m'a formé depuis ma jeunesse et jusqu'à l'âge de, disons, de 23 ans. J'ai dit non, c'est terminé. Je me suis débranché, mais on
Non,
dirait on n'arrive pas à carrément à effacer toute cette trace.
non, mais tu pourras pas. Et puis, de toute façon, il faut l'utiliser comme un outil, hein. C'est un outil, donc tu vois.
Exactement, exactement. Donc c'est intéressant que nous parlions toutes ces différentes langues parce que cela prouve que en tant que ce que nous disons, nous sommes avant tout des personnes qui vivons dans notre temps, qui sont contemporains, bien instruits et au courant de toutes les actualités ou bien les différentes sortes de réalités qui existent. Nous ne sommes pas des gens qui sont débranchés de ce système en question. Est-ce que
Tout à fait.
ça a du sens ce que je dis ou bien ça a l'air d'être un peu du baba cool jargon?
Non, 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 non. Non, 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 non. Cool, cool, non. Non, non, tranquillement, ouais, c'est compréhensible. Et puis voilà, ouais, on vit avec notre temps. Et puis, il y a
Yeah.
une évolution dans tout. Il y a une évolution dans tout. Donc, du coup, il faut qu'on continue à évoluer dans l'air du temps qui nous entoure.
Donc, dans ce contexte-là, quand on parle de la musique reggae, le reggae dans les années 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2021, il y a une évolution, n'est-ce pas? Il y a une évolution sonique, il y a une évolution de la manière que ça a été construite, perçue, présentée. Comment tu vois cette évolution?
Ben, pour l'instant, il y a du positif et il y a du négatif, tu vois.
Bon, on retourne en anglais? On reste en français parce que...
Ben ouais, il faut qu'on parle des deux façons, parce qu'il y a des auditeurs qui comprennent
Exactement.
l'un et il y en a d'autres qui comprennent l'autre. Donc, we can switch back in English for those who don't understand, and that's
Okay,
no problem.
good. So what we were trying to, I'm going to try to summarize this very quickly. I stated that music, roots of reggae music, the way how it was heard, played, understood, during the 70s and from the 80s to the 90s to the early 2000s to now that we're in 2021, there has been an evolution. There is no way that we can assume or believe or think that such things going to be static. Nothing is static. It's a dynamic evolution, right or wrong.
Exactly, it's always an evolution. The message and the root of the foundation is the same.
Oh yes.
But it's an evolution, and the people and the way that we bring it out and the way that we diffuse it, all that is evolution. Because we got to go with like technology, all these different means didn't exist back then. So
absolutely
everything
not.
Everything like that we have to take into the consideration, you know.
That's so true.
And you can't stay rooted in a system saying, okay, well, it's only that and it's going to be only that, and not watch the evolution that's going to be around it, you know.
So true. So what we are trying to say, or what I'm understanding, is that you have, like you mentioned it earlier, there are something positive and something that is negative. That's from a perception, opinion standpoint. But I will say that, for example, you take two twins, right? One twin happen to have a healthy type of upbringing, right? And the other twin tend to have an unhealthy type of upbringing. Although they look the same, DNA, or how you can say that, genotype, phenotype wise, which means physical, they look the same. Their appearance is going to look different from the healthy twin to the unhealthy looking twin. This is how I approach reggae music. There's a healthy roots of reggae music that bring life, that bring liberation, positive message, and so forth. And then next to it, there is a unhealthy type of music that we can hear through the content, through the lyrics, through the display, to the vulgarity, to all the type of things that I would personally not wish my young children to be exposed and to grow within such context. Do I make sense, or I'm just exaggerating? Art is art. It's just a personal expression, and it doesn't cause no harm to be from one extreme to another. Do I make sense, or it's just me who is just being old-fashioned, so to speak?
Well, if you're old-fashioned with your time, I'm gonna be old-fashioned when it's gonna be my time also, you know. So I don't think it's that, you know. It's like I said, evolution is something that every generation has to face it, you know. It's an evolution thing. So maybe we see it at our time as certain things that's not foundational and not, you know, things that we can cope with. And the younger generation, they see it as a gateway to free up and open up themselves, and, you know,
I like
things
that.
that's not, you know. So the thing is, should we or should we not be judgmental of an art that we don't understand all the concepts of? I don't know. That's not my position. You know, I'm a producer. I'm free to play keys and play notes. Whether it's in dub, whether it's in dancehall, I can't really be judgmental when it comes to music. You know, it's just the frequency and the people in front of you.
Okay, exactly. I say that. So I'm the one being. How did I say that? I'm the one being judgmental and old-fashioned and all. I'm like the old man. But I say this, Rasta.
You have your point of view. I totally respect your point of view on top of certain things. Me too. It got certain music that I can't play for my daughters and don't let my daughters hear. You know, it got certain things that it's a no. It's a no.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I got principles too. You know.
Principles. Yeah. But I'll say this again.
How can I stop the mass from doing what they want to do?
No.
Compared to...
No, you're right. It's not about I'm not even bringing up the term censorship of banning and so forth. But I'll say this. Frantz Fanon, man named Frantz Fanon, He was from
True,
Martinique,
true.
correct? He was from Martinique.
And
Fanon?
yes.
And he stated very clearly that each of us belong to a generation. And we all come
True.
to a point of a crossroad in which, in terms of our generation, are we going to fulfill its mission, his obligation, his duty, or are we going to betray it? And I stand by that. What type of mission that we have as artists? What type of obligation that we seems to have as artists, or just as generation? And that's how I look at it. What you think?
Well, I think from generation to generation, our first aim gotta be to preserve our lives and our planet on where we are on Earth first,
Yeah,
instead of leading it into destruction. Secondly, if we were all open to everybody proving and picking a side or choosing a point, there's always going to be a conflict. It's always going to be a war. So when are we really going to cease these wars? At what point we're going to say, okay, our differences may not be the main issue on the planet, you know?
true.
At what point we're going to cease these things? That's a deeper question than, you know, sticking and focusing on what's our differences and pointing out each another what's our differences.
I
But
like
that's
that.
my opinion, you know.
No, I
That's it.
respect
I'm,
and I like that, and I see it how
I'm more
profound
in a,
your bigger
yeah,
picture. That's
yeah,
true.
I'm more on a universal basis than
Yes,
saying that I represent one or each side or this side. And like to the introduction, you said I was a bobo, and I just wanted to correct that, you know. To be a bobo, you have to go through certain rules and regulations,
rituals,
and
true.
laws, you know.
So I retract.
So
I retract what I said.
yeah, I won't consider myself as that, and I don't want anybody like, you know,
No,
to
it's
get a misconception of the thing. But I'm not that, you know. I love Rastafari music. I love the message in it and all that, you know. But to be elected and to be crowned, or like you say, to wear the turban, you got to go through rules and
That is so
principles
true.
before that.
And I was told that, and it's me who just jump on conclusion. Even though I was informed, I was told. So I retract what I said, and I do
No
apologize
problem,
for
bro.
that.
No problem.
But you're
No
absolutely
problem, bro.
so more than correct, and it's so good that you bring it up, because I remember very well Father Chop, Empress Isis, just breaking it down, and even through my journey here and there and so forth. I personally, I respect Rastafari. I love Rastafari, and I endorse Rastafari. And
Yeah, it's a big movement.
from my angle of journeying and experiencing, it's from a different plane. And once again, you know, there are so many different angles, and I respect and salute anyone's choice towards that concept.
Because like Isaac saying in that song, you know, we are one Rasta family, no matter if we 12 tribe, Burbo,
Big time.
Naibidi, you know.
Yeah,
We're one. We're all one in this mission, you know. Because at the end of the day, it's the same mission and the same roots, you know. So
Big
it's
time.
the same tree, you know, same fruits.
and that is so true. That is so well put. So Guadeloupe, how is the weather in Guadeloupe? How are the vibes under
Don't-
this COVID and all this? Is the
God,
country
don't talk to me
open?
about that vibe.
Or I don't know.
The country, yeah, it's gonna be open. Well, we wasn't like locked down there, but it's gonna be open. Like, let's say by Thursday, it's gonna be open up.
Everything going so fast. Everything in Sweden
Yeah.
they open. Where else? In Australia they reopen. So it
True.
looked like they're all walking in like a one government going on, right?
Well, you understand what's going on in the back of the scenes too. So yeah, me too. I see it as that too. You know, they doing the decision and they just giving it to the population and say, okay, you got to go with that. You know, but you understand how things goes anyway.
Yeah. Well, to be free, liberation. How do you view that on a personal level or on a
Yeah,
universal level? How you want to answer that? On a personal level, do you see a difference between your personal quest of liberation and freedom different than on a collective level? Or do you
yeah.
believe and think
And
that you can be free without the collective not being free? Is it possible? Or collective has to? I mean, I'm just reasoning with you.
freedom in 2020, 2021, 2022. I
Freedom.
think
So what's the difference between
everybody
freedom?
forgets about
What's the
that
difference?
so-called
Huh?
image of freedom. I say everybody is not on that so-called image of freedom. Once you can have a whole world, a whole planet locked down, there's no freedom there.
So
freedom,
freedom and liberation, are they the same or is different?
liberation is way, way, way bigger and way different to me than freedom. You can be free from certain situations and certain bars, but when you liberate, there's nothing above that, I think.
Wow.
I can be wrong. But when I say freedom, I have freedom to play my music, for instance, But for me, it's a liberation to hear my music be played around the world. You see what I mean? It's way bigger than, yeah.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Liberation, freedom and liberation. Wow. Guadeloupe is nice.
Well, nice, yeah, hot, nice, tropical place. So yeah, it's cool. But right now we had some sort of depression, some tropical depression. So it's rainy every day now.
Yes. So this is due to the weather, climate, big change, or is just seasonal that you're talking about?
No, it's seasonal. We from ever since I was small, we are accustomed of having this type of weather during this period. We call this hurricane season.
Hurricane, yes,
So
correct. You're correct. Yeah.
We are accustomed of this season, and after like November, it's gonna be cool again, and everything's gonna go good.
Oh, so in November it's going to be like what? Like a good weather time?
Yeah, it's gonna be the end of the hurricane season,
So there's no
everything's coming
winter?
back to normal.
No winter?
Nah, no winter, no spring.
What?
It's sunny all
What
year
kind of
round.
country is that? On earth, no winter, no cold, bitter, freezing winter. Because where I am here, that's all you know is just cold and winter. 6 months of you've been to Europe, right?
That's why I was gonna tell you. I have my share of that also, So I know how you feel.
Oh, you know how I feel, but you have forgotten, right?
Yeah.
Oh, life. The journey, my friend.
Yes, the journey. That's a big song. And a big track too in reality,
But it's
Yeah,
nothing
big
more
song.
beautiful than life. No matter where, no matter what. We can never get enough.
We have to give thanks.
You gotta give
we
thanks,
wake up every day, we have to give thanks. We're still blessed with the breath of life. So
Yeah,
give
big
thanks
time.
for, just being and just seeing another day. Got people that don't get that chance every day.
Hey, that's so
around the
true.
world,
That's so very true.
As we speak, something may be going on somewhere around the world. Somebody may be giving the last breath. So
Big time.
We have to give thanks. We have to give thanks for each and every second that we have taken on this planet.
That is so true. And I, for one, will never take anything of that magnitude for granted. And it's so good that you bring it out because you just basically take these words out of my mind from the gift of life. Ooh.
No problem, bro. We're on the same frequency anyway. That's why, like they say, we like-minded people always get together,
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna vibe on all different subjects, and we're always gonna find out a point where we can rally around. That's the most important thing in communication. At the end of the day, if you can communicate with somebody, even though you don't have the same opinion, but at the end of the day, you can find a point where you can rally around.
Yeah.
But it's better to go sleep with a point of rallyment in your head than to go sleep with war or strife or you know
Yeah,
against people. Sleep with your mind at ease. That's the best way to wake up. Anyway.
that's so true. So I sense in you, I sense in you, like I say, I sense in you are extremely um, well disciplined, highly serious brother. How do you get to be like this? Was it because you was the way you were, then you join and identify with Rastafari, or as a result of Rastafari, you have
It's as
developed
a
into
result.
what you, huh?
True. It's as a result of meeting in being embraced by Rastafari that my way of thinking, my way of living, my whole liberty changed. And secondly, I was brought with to meet Chop Chop Production with CEO John Marcus, and
Yeah.
he is an elder that I highly respect. And he taught me, and he still is teaching me different things and the order and role principle and discipline. So I
Outstanding.
I call Chop Chop. I call
Yeah.
Chop Chop Production my house of teachings. That's
Good.
where I get
Outstanding.
my teachings. Yeah. That's how I feel when I'm around Chop Chop Production and the artists around Chop Chop Production is nothing but teaching. I'm back in school again.
Yeah.
So
Big time.
yeah.
So tell me, how do you as a Rastaman 21st century, how do you sense people perception of when they see you in your thought, in your action, in your display of self, in the way how you conduct yourself in daily activity? Do you get admiration, respect, or suspicion, or what is this, or are they familiar with your vibes now?
Uh,
Like in, you remember the story of 1960? They used to look at people
exactly.
like
Exactly.
suspicion and evilness. This nothing but colonial toys, I would say. All the reject of colonialism and so forth. But now, is it different?
Well, in some case, you will always have the looks of someone, or you can't stop people from having a first preconceived image of you. But when you get to speak, like I told you, communication is the base of everything. When people get to communicate, where I have people who I work for, when they start communicating with me, sometimes they don't even want me to leave anymore. The job. We can stay there all day just talking. But that, like, well, more or less, when I get to level with people and communicate with people, it's a good exchange. It's always a good exchange and always positive. I get always good
Yeah,
feedback and people are cool.
it's
I'm cool with
it's
people and people cool. It's the energy that you give out that
um,
you use.
you're so correct. That's the type of experience I do get as well. Um, is I I'm used to be me. I'm used to look the way I am. I'm really
Exactly.
comfortable. I'm so comfortable being what I
Exactly.
am and who I am. I do not cut short about the
True.
person inside out that I am. But above all, I conduct myself with ultimate self-respect, and
True.
I don't clown around. I don't backbend myself. I stand erect, firm like an African black man. And once again, the way how you express yourself, the way how you articulate your action and your thoughts towards others, automatically they double check any type of, you know, assumption or whatsoever they do want to
Exactly.
project on us. But then again, it's just on the moment. But the more people tend
Exactly.
to see you, the more they see how consistent Because, when you're consistent, when you are who you are, being who you are, people can only just accept the image, the projection, the vibes that what you represent and how you project yourself. And as a result of that, they tend to get comfortable and they tend to look beyond their assumption and the prejudice and their bias. And they are forced to respect that identity that you carry with integrity and dignity. So I just wanted to find out if that's the same type of experience that you encounter when you are in the open world.
Same. Like I say, as we try Rastafari, is that way, some people are gonna watch you and bring back that old ancient spirit, like how we have in the 1960s and wanna,
Yeah.
but still, if you stand firm and you stand inside of you stand grounded inside of your mission and your way of life, it's always gonna outshine those few who want to throw you off guard or throw you off of your mission. You just gotta keep focused and keep balance, and then don't fall in that type of game. Because it's easy to fall in the emotional and the ego game. Well, that's easy. You
True.
just gotta go over that, because we're human beings. We're all made of the same stuff. We're saying they looking at us, but we are on our side also can be burning fire from them. All these kind of stuff. You know what I mean to say?
Yeah, you're right.
It's just a level of thinking and a level of humanity that we gotta get back to the essential core. Because on the real, bro, we got only one planet. We ain't got no other planet to run to. So anything goes wrong with this planet, I think
We're
we're
done.
all gone, and we're done.
We're all done.
So there's no one to say he did it or she did or nah. So on the real, yeah, we have to see things much more bigger than the system that we were born in, the education that we had, that the flag that we represent, and all those
Respect.
that keep us, yeah.
So
Craziness.
you remind me of that quote from our Emperor Haile Selassie I, Lion of the tribe of Judah. He said that in order for us to transcend our mediocre understanding and perception of the world, we need to become a new type of man and woman belonging to a higher, not only consciousness, but a higher type of belonging. And we need to look beyond our differences and our borders. And he said it to the Africans, but also since he was a world traveler and people always wanted to see him and to welcome him in all countries, he said it to all.
He did it himself in person. He been trotting through the world himself in person. As an example already, you don't know that the guy is connected with everybody. You know what I mean to say?
He sure was. And they love him wherever he went, to Switzerland, Sweden, Denmark, Asia, Mexico, Americas. Straight up in the hardcore segregated America, people used to just stand up and open the door to him. And I knew most of them say, I'll never open the door to a black man, but here they are, had to bow to the emperor, the African, Ethiopian. Yeah. So that's a lesson. That's a lesson. What does that say to many of us who are fortunate enough to know all these different facets of history? Does history empower you, knowing all these little details? Does it? Fire.
Well, empower. Anyway, I'm not going on top of that word, guys. I was gonna black on top of this word, and take pieces after that word and set it up in a different way. But anyway, I know where you're headed with that discussion, but that's cool. Nah, history.
Young Rasta man.
Always learning, bro.
Like I said, look, check this out. the mind, the mind that we see,
Um,
that we have,
exactly.
is a
True.
universe. I mean,
Exactly.
we can travel far and further, and you think you're going far, you're gonna meet people who've gone double, triple, five times that distance, or they'll come with some observation or some detail, some information that you've never heard that. So we
That's
always
what's
gotta
good
be,
about it.
and that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty of
Exactly.
encountering and communicating. You just said it earlier. You can't stop
Yeah,
that.
that's it.
We
No,
can't stop
no.
that.
Man, can't put no barriers to those things, you know.
True. And I gotta say this. That's why I want to give thanks to I family. From the early age, they have always allowed us to express ourselves, to educate ourselves, to they put us into a situation where we we were fortunate to be with people from all around the world, different level of people that we understood from an early age that people are just people. That if you find, like you just mentioned it earlier, that common ground, you will see, oh, just like me, he just do it in a different way. But when you look beyond that little detailed difference, it is the same objective, it's for the same reason. So as a result of that, from an early age and while growing up, I've always been comfortable to be around people who don't look, think, act like me. Basic. This is life. I don't expect people to be the way I am. That makes no sense. It would be so boring to see another Seska. Hey, Seska. Hey, everybody look like Seska, think like Seska, act like Seska, walk like Seska. Come on, what a boring
Then
world.
there's no exchange then.
Roots Rodada. Big time, big time.
Give thanks on over. Give thanks. I love the reasoning anyway. I love the reasoning. Got to say, I love the reasoning. You know, it's cool to reason with people.
We got to, because like we trying to just convey that you cannot inbox compartmentalize any one of us. You can't do that. That'll be a big mistake. We take you to Saturn, then we jump to Uranus, then we take you back to the moon and drop you on your little corner, and we go back to leave our galaxy to go to another galaxy, and we'll be doing all that in just a matter of 10 minutes, and we back like we never left nowhere, you know? Mental.
Mental, that's it. Like you said on your last show, you know, you gotta listen and learn, or learn and listen. You know what I mean, sir?
Like I said, you heard me yesterday.
Yeah.
Listening
don't worry,
and learning and learning and listening and learning. You got to
Don't
listen
worry,
to learn.
yeah,
You
man.
learn to listen and
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's those type of things that I like to reason with myself about, and then have to project it and share with other people, and then okay, come back on the subject. That's just what's about, you know. You have your vision of saying it. I have my vision of saying it, but let's expose it, and then after, at the end of the day, we just pass on to another subject, you know.
That's true. That's true. That's why we keep saying, if you don't know Rasta man that you see walking down the street, or Rasta man seen doing some heavy busy thing, just hail him up, greet him with respect. You'll be surprised what he can offer you in terms of, not necessarily friendship, but in terms of respect, the way he will relate to you. Then you think again to be skeptical or suspicious or kind of outlandish towards the Rasta. And our sister, show respect to the sisters, you know, the lioness, the queen, you know.
Yeah, like you say sister, but the sister can be mother, can be aunt, can be, you know.
All the
That's
way.
show respect to the other gender, you know.
Yeah.
That's the first key, the first balance, you know. We all came from a woman. So
Oh, big
we don't
time.
even show respect to a woman.
Yeah.
Well, we got it all wrong, That the first thing of education we missed, because like we as men we came from a woman,
Yes.
So
Big time.
if
Big time.
you fall on this disrespect lead or this, like certain things are going around these last days on the news and this and that. Well, yeah, we got it all wrong. We ain't seen the bigger picture.
We got it all wrong, like Fire Cole say, and he's so correct. I we it's true. I mean, we really had to. It's not like it's possible for us to be in their shoes, but we came out of a mother, a woman. Without the woman, we're not even entering into this realm.
Exactly. So how can
Closest to God is the
ourselves-
woman. For I and I, the closest to God is a woman, is not a man. The man ought to protect. Woman is the creation. She's the portal. She's the entrance into our reality. So the woman, or our woman, is sacred. Got to be protected. Got to be honored. Got to be respected. Got to be everything. And I say what I say because I have a daughter. So you can imagine all my the level of urgency that I'm developing over the years. When I look at her as a baby, a little girl, then now a teenager, and I say that little thing has turned into a teenager now. So it's serious, and I mean it. Thank you for saying what you say.
No, but that's no problem, bro. Cause as men, we gotta humble ourselves and see it as that, when it will prevent us from a lot of these craziness that's going on outside, Cause I can say that sometimes we don't have the best of educations or the best of example of how to be a man, because nobody has the book of how to be a good father, a good mother, or whatever.
So true.
I'm not going on that lane, but what I'm saying is just start from the core. If you don't want to talk relationship-wise, let's just see it as our mother-wise. As us as human beings, where do we come from really? We didn't just appear and get our knowledge like how we are right today. So it came from someone that cared for us and that nourished us and bring us to this level.
So true.
Today, So we have to know that we need that balance also as men. We need the male energy, but we need also the female energy to say, to hold a balance.
So true, that balance. Love that. So are we going to have some? You say that on Sunday you're gonna start from your old production to your latest one, so we're gonna have some brand fresh new biscuit music.
Well, when I say, sorry, pardon me, when I say the latest one is the latest project that I'm working on, and that's already on stream, and that's out there for the public already,
So we definitely be looking forward with the nice music coming up.
No problem, brother. No problem. It's always gonna be an honor,
That's good. That's beautiful. So I hope that people been tuning in, or they're gonna be tuning in between now and Saturday. They have this session that we improvise. I just remember just a couple hours ago I just gave you a call and we spoke a little bit, and I just suggested what if we just do a show in which it's going to be more focused on we just interviewing. I mean, we just talking, reasoning. And so that's how it came to be what it is right now. Strictly improvised, just
nothing was programmed, you just hit me up a call and we just started reasoning, as two normal human beings that meet each other down the street or under the tree or,
Yeah.
normal life.
and I hope that the sound quality is right. I know my mic is quite very loud, and but I do remember at many occasions when doing this type of interview, the recording and the sound is so clear on the other end, on your end. So I'm sure it's gonna come out good and great. Um,
Okay, well, when we are over, I'm gonna check it out and I'm gonna let you know how the quality is. So
yeah,
if it,
so we can
yeah, when it
readjust
comes. Exactly,
for
exactly. Nope,
Sunday.
exactly.
So it's good. I really want to say thank you for taking the time, and first for
No
accepting
problem,
the
brother.
showcase number 8 to be a part in it. Uh, for me,
No problem, brother.
it's an honor to have a brother such as you for many very important reasons. You your music, you design the music from Chop Chop. The fact that you from Guadeloupe. I had Yannick. Do you know MC Yannick?
No, I heard about the name, but I don't know personally. No.
He's from Guadeloupe or Martinique? He's Guadeloupe? No, Martinique, huh?
Okay, must be, but I heard about the name already. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know
Well,
personally.
I tell you this: in 85, 86, we used to be in the same university in Grenoble,
Okay,
and
give time.
he was at a he was younger than me, maybe 3 or 4 years younger than me, and he was just coming in. I was more or less just leaving, but he always tell me the Seska, I can rap. I got this rap. Do you want to listen? So he would start just rapping quick. I would just look. I say, wow, that's good, and that's it. And we would see each other passing through, on campus, and he always used to say, Seska, you gotta listen to what I'm doing. I'm writing some songs and so forth. I say, oh yeah, I used to look at him and say, wow, that's because back then you always used to listen to the Jamaican music, right? And he started coming and Creole Martinique style with his high tempo type of rhythm. So
True.
of course, then I left Grenoble and so forth, and many years after that, without even paying anyhow attention to what was going on in France, I start seeing Yannick, MC Yannick, and I look at the face. I couldn't see the face quite well because it used to be on YouTube. But this guy looked familiar, so familiar. Then eventually I was able to see the face, maybe 20 years later on. I said, but this is the young brother I used to know, Yannick. And you see him playing at Bataclan, all these plays and all this in front of the crowd. And I say, wow, what a coincidence. So we give thanks for the destiny, that was offered to us, and we look forward for more to come. Whether it's
No
music of
problem, bro.
anything else, it's good when you said it so well that when we allow people to express and to be who they choose to be, as long what you choose to be do not interfere with someone else's ability to be who they choose to be. We can all
Exactly.
have enough space in this lifetime to be who we want to be without infringing or disturbing or disrupting somebody else's ability to develop its potential as becoming who he is, or maybe something else, whatever his dreams are.
Exactly. Exactly.
So when it comes to the freedom of being, the freedom of developing one's potential, is a number one fundamental basic human right
Yep. That can lead on to liberation.
that will lead us to liberation. Exactly. to
Yes, yes.
liberation. Yeah.
You see how I take you back on top of that galaxy and bring you back again?
Uh, I keep telling you, you never know who you have in front of you. People agenda. But trust me, you won't see me in couple years from now in suit and tie and dress up, talking like this. Blah, blah, blah. Nah.
Nah, I think nah, that's too late now. You're just your destiny and your path is already, straight. It's before you already. There's no going back to that now.
I was never, first of all.
Okay, well, give thanks.
We give thanks for your presence. We give thanks, and we're looking forward to see you, Lion.
No problem.
Okay.
No problem.
And we just
Give
gonna
thanks,
push
Honorable.
this thing. Like I said, the flyer is out there. Just tell your friend to tell a friend. Just share this and just share the flyer.
No problem.
Thank you,
We
Fire
just start
Code,
pushing it out on the street.
and all the
Alright,
respect.
give thanks.
And
Yes,
greetings
have
to
a
the
nice show.
family.
All right, you too. Bless up. Have a nice show, and yeah, bless up everybody out there. And we'll link up on Sunday for more vibes.
Thank you.
One note.
One love. Wadadaba.
smoking my tree. I got nature in my brain.
Yes, Eddie, Kerbin, you are going to be the next to interview, because you know who you are. And when things get better, we'll set up a session in which you'll be holding the mic, and you still got to do me some dub plate. I want to send you some rhythm in which you can do some voiceover. But all this on due time. Give thanks for you taking the time to listen in. Higher Heights, Eddie, Kerbin. Yes, Isis, are you there too? Good. Mendoza, Alvaro, thank you for listening. Thank you for being around. Poco, you too, you was around. Roots and culture, what are the African blood? Moreno, Mr. Brown, thank you and salute. Well, we hope that the vocal, the exchange on the phone was clear enough that you were able to hear Fire Code with clarity. I know with this mic I was able to be loud and clear. I hope that the same can be applied to Fire Code. And if not, then we'll have to find a way how to readjust and improve the quality of the sound for those calling in. But in the meantime, just let us know through your feedback on the comments. Thank you.
It's a whole of the king, you know. Right on. Hi, hi. I and I are us always. I Emperor Selassie get he praise. Yes, I and I are us always. Man treading it the righteous way. Yeah, yeah. I and I are us always. I Emperor Selassie get he praise. Yes, I and I are us always. Man treading it the righteous way. Me put on me big heel boot and go. And I got the image of the king, you know. Right on. I and I are us always. I Emperor Selassie get he praise. Yes, I and I are us always. Man treading it the righteous way. I and I are us always. I Emperor Selassie get he praise. Yes, I and I are us. Militant soldier. It's a military, righteously military, consciously military, truthfully military. You know, I'm a militant soldier in a army, carrying out the works of the Almighty. You hear me? A militant soldier, always on duty. Militant soldier. It's a military.
It's a cry of the Africans. It's a cry of Ethiopia. It's a cry of Nigeria. It's a cry of all of Africa. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, hi. Much man now wear up the American flags. And now wear up them African flags. Most man now wear up the Satan flags. And now wear up them African flags. And do your plantation. Too easy to forget. Come down, Babylon, come down. Come offer your pumps and pride. Come down, Babylon, come down. Come offer your pumps and pride. With same old slave who have built your brick city and do your plantation. Too easy to forget. Come down, Babylon, come down. Come offer your pumps and pride. Come down, Babylon, come down. Come offer your pumps and pride. Babylon, it seems like you don't remember me. I am the same old slave who have built your brick city.
100, I know, are you rebel? At it up. I'm a rebel, rebel. At it up. More life, watch out now. At it. I have a with a cross, no dread. Sword your waist up, baby, feature off, pagan head. Watch them all the worship on the cross. We're red. Right then now them get a blast, them dead. Yeah, feel the warriors and warrior. I'm a rebel salute. I know boners to burn. Devil salute. Them not tune and make the bass drum and the treble salute. Still I see bird them drop, the devil fish shoot. Alright. Warriors and warriors of the guitar. They cannot have with just go slew that. Show them the silence, tell them still that. Them said them will not. Rather go coke shop, go chill back. The warriors and warriors of the guitar. They can't attack the prefect, slew that. Show them the silence, tell them still that. Said them will not, them rather go coke shop. Fire blaze them say Lord attack. No partial coat shop, neither barber shop. Them talk about them God walk on water. Never leave you see, Selassie are you harder drop. Fire in a this station, it caught. Fire blaze 100, I know dread. Are you rebel? At it up. I'm a rebel. At it up.
Yes, Lions. Until next time, do remember that Sunday, October 14, showcase number 8 with our brother named Fire Cole, the architect, one of the main architects in terms of rhythm building, melody, sound designer out of Chop Chop label. So tell your friends so they can tell their friend and the friend of the friend of the friend. We need to show support to Fire Code out of Guadeloupe, the original, you know. So we hope that this session, the reasoning was well shared and heard, and that you came and took something out of it. But do remember, we don't speak fully our mind. We see in a Babylon. Haven't heard nothing yet, lioness. Because we speak through frequency, even telepathically. The word that we use have double meaning, layers. No rhetoric, no semantic. Strictly liberation, layers of communication. Ain't that true, Poco? Salute. Isis, First Lady, Wadada, Eddie. Until next time, Alvaro Mendoza, thank you for joining us. Moreno, Mr. Brown, Woods Wadada. Until next time. Yes, do share this session. Share the flyer too. Until next time, Wadada. Thank you.